everyone. This is my very second video for A Voice in the Woods, which is my political and opinion channel and so forth. And I've only done the one, and I've been doing all my other videos on Lad from the Woods, which is not political or anything like that. I want to keep them separate. But I do have this urge in me to speak on subjects, and I don't want to mix the two. You know, it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, anybody that comes here may not like what I'm doing, like, you know, growing weed or whatever I'm doing out here. And then vice versa. A lot of those people, well, a lot of people, I don't have a lot of people yet, but I see how it separates with other channels. So I get it. So anyhow, I think we'll call these, you know, smoke a coffee and drink a joint when I do these. And I'm going to try to be better, like maybe just the one subject at a time. It might be easier for me, eh? There you go. So anyway, I want to speak on CNN. Jake Tapper and Lemon and the rest of these clowns over here, okay? First thing off is that they just keep yakking and yakking and yakking about, oh my God, how Trump hasn't passed the you know, the chain or whatever it is he needs to pass. This guy's never going to do it. And do we really need him to? Biden is going to be president. Okay, so CNN, he doesn't need to hand off fuck all. And you know what? You guys keep saying, oh, well, he'll still be in the news. Only because of you guys, okay? Because that's how you make your money. You're not making money on real news. You're not making money on politics. You want the nutcases like Trump and his buddies, okay? And so this bullshit that you keep going on about with Trump not doing this and not doing that, who the fuck cares? Same with Melania Trump. Who the fuck cares even less? That she didn't say anything to Jill Biden. Like, nobody's going to worry about this CNN after January 20th. All they're going to be doing is looking at Biden going, okay, where are the checks? What are we going to do about COVID? What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about that? Nobody will give a fuck what Trump says or does. Only you, CNN, and all your clowns that work there. And I'm sorry, but, you know, you guys, oh, why does everybody hate us? Or, you know, and he makes people, no, you guys have done this to yourself. First of all, the Bernie Sanders situation in which you screwed him in 16 and you screwed us again in 20. And it was very obvious that Abby Phillips, you know, this brain dead idiot that you have on there, stares blankly at the screen and just parrots what everybody else says. You know, she pulls that stunt with Bernie and Elizabeth Warren. You know, was he not racist? What was the other one? He was, you know, like not for women and all that. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? And I mean, after he already answered the question, what does she do? She goes and answers the same thing, or questions the same thing. So, I mean, CNN, that's just one reason why, like, Jimmy Dore type progressives like me and the rest of us can't stand you. Okay? And we're not the only ones. And that's the one thing we have in common with Trumpites, is that we know what they know and they know what we know, is that you guys are frauds. Every last one of you on that channel. Not just you, MSNBC, Fox, but today I'm talking about CNN. And I mean, you clowns, you know, you go, oh, well, people should respect this. And that. Respect is earned. Jake Tapper and Don Lemon, and especially you, Mr. Tough Guy, Chris Como. You ain't tough, Chris, okay? None of you people are connected to the real world, okay? CNN is not connected to the real world, okay? Don Lemon would be so afraid to go down to downtown Detroit, you know, in one of the roughest neighborhoods, he'd shit himself before he even got in there. And you think he's ever going to show up? He doesn't. None of these people know. Anderson Cooper is a multi-millionaire. And he's giving shit for other people for not paying taxes? Well, I guarantee you his accountants do the same fucking thing. That's called hypocrisy, CNN, of which you are masters of it. Okay? You're just an arm of that Democratic Party who are no fucking better. You know? And, you know, I have lots to say about Biden. I'll wait until after he's installed there, but I'm going to tell you something. Nothing's going to change under him, and it probably will get worse. Have you forgotten all the things he did before and still believes in? Nothing's changed, okay? All that's changed is that the bar has been lowered so much by Trump that you're willing to take anything and everything that comes your way. And that's you blue check liberals, which you're not liberals. You are centrist, or what I call Republican lights. Let's get that straight. Emma Vigeland, St. Uger, there's a whole bunch of you. You are not real liberals. Liberal now, because of you, have become a dirty name. Okay, so I mean, we're stuck. I'm not saying we're stuck with the name progressives, but at least like the Jimmy Dore type progressive, you know, forced to vote, for example, you know, which AOC is not any, you know, like, you know, these people are not progressives anymore. They've toed the line. You know, they have power they don't even realize. You know, they got the balance, the progressives in the House of Representatives. Same thing. You think Joe Manchin can control everything in the Senate because of the way 50-50 plus one? Well, the progressives can too. We can tell those centrist people saying, if you don't do what we want, we're not voting that way either, or we'll abstain. And nothing will get done. So, but see, real progressives, they need to know that and do that. And that's what Jimmy Dore has been screaming about. And he's fucking right. But see, CNN will paint it another way. Oh yeah, well, they ran with the centrist and that's how they won, and No, that's not how it went. Okay? Had they run progressives in some of those other spots, that they wouldn't be the spot they're in the House of Representatives. Same with Western Virginia. You could knock Joe Manchin out and with one decent fucking guy to run against him. Because the people there, even though they vote for him or talk about Trump, when you actually talk to them, they really loved what fucking Bernie had to say. Just like when he talked on Fox News. Just like, okay? So these people that you call Trumpites, you know, other than the hardcore ones, they've got a mind that thinks, and as long as you tell them the truth and explain it to them, and you don't talk down to them, people like me don't talk down to me, okay, you will actually get somewhere. And we can kick people out like Joe Manchin. But see, CNN will paint it 1, 2, 3, this, because they are part of the establishment Democrats, who we saw illegally and had people that had to resign over it in 2016 for cheating us, Bernie people out of the election, and with the help of CNN, they also did it in 2020. And that's why we are where we are at. You know, you've got to blame these news organizations because they're the ones putting out. You know, they get all upset with people like Joe Rogan, Jimmy Dore, Kyle Kulinski, all these people. You know why? Because they can't control them. They don't have people over top saying, you got to say this, you got to say that, whispering in their ear, you know, while they're doing the reporting. And so that's why they make trouble for those people. And now I'm jumping in the game. I haven't been, but I'm jumping in the game because I'm fed up with people like CNN, MSNBC, you know, Neera Tanden. I mean, you know, but CNN in particular has been grievous. The absolute lying. We're the #1 channel that news people go to. That can't be right. If I understand it, Tucker Carlson is like by far and away the #1 news guy between 8 and 9, and all their other people. So I don't know what kind of bullshit they're running there, but they ain't the #1 news organization. And if you compare that to somebody like Jimmy Dore, he gets more fucking people during the day than CNN does. Don't even get me started on Joe Rogan, whether you agree him or not. I mean, 8, 10, 12, just on the UFO subject, and Bernie Sanders, he had over 20 million. I mean, Bernie Sanders was talking about UFOs, but Joe Rogan did a UFO thing that was over 11 million the last I checked, and Bernie Sanders probably up somewhere around 15 million. When does CNN ever get that kind of fucking traffic? Never. Because people aren't stupid. They see through the bullshit, but yet they sit there day after day after day. And this is where I want to get to. You know, CNN, you know, they're as bad as Facebook, Twitter, and anybody else for influencing election, but nobody says nothing about that. And I mean, anybody with an open mind can sit for an hour, watch CNN, and realize who and what they're about. And they're not nonpartisan, despite what they say. You know, and they can trumpet all they want. You know, they can. But the more you try to trumpet your honesty to people like me, the more I distrust you. And, you know, I don't advocate violence against any of them. But at the same time, if people are dying because of their dumb news reporting, you know, they should be held accountable. And that's the way it used to be. Journalists used to be held accountable. You know, good journalists, real journalists like Glenn Greenwald get shit on. Go figure. But that's the CNN disease. So anyways, I'm going to close this up. I don't have any other channels for A Voice in the Woods. Twitter has seen fit to censor me there, and it's been over 6 months, and so there I'm fucked there. And so I'm not going to bother with Twitter for a voice in the woods. I'll figure out something else. And also for a voice in the woods, I will put up something for Instagram and Facebook. It's just I'm so behind in things with the lad from the woods. I got to kind of keep it, you know. So anyways, this is enough about CNN today. I wish everybody well out there, and you don't have to like my opinion. You don't have to hate my opinion. I don't really give a shit about, you know, what you think of my opinions. Comment as you wish. None of it's going to bother me. I don't lose sleep like some of these people. I'm just too old and too ornery for that. So anyways, please hit like, subscribe, and share. There will be a Patreon link and channel going up for you know, private stuff, and well, I'll put everything up there, but there'll be stuff up there you can't get elsewhere. And so, but one thing at a time. I got slow internet connection here. Okay, everyone. So again, please hit like, share, and subscribe. It'll help me a lot. And if you feel generous and you need feel that you can help me out financially or anything, I'm always you know, saying yeah, and I will make sure that you're called out and put on, you know, the thing with your name saying, hey, you helped out this me. I was going to say this guy, but it's actually me. Anyways, I've got things to do, so I'm going to shut this one down. So we'll talk soon. Bye now.